What's up, everybody? Shane MTG here. We're gonna do another deck today. We're gonna do some mono blue control tempo, I guess. So some bounce spells, a lot of counter spells. Didn't say please, thought collapse to fill up the opponent's graveyard for Vantress Gargoyle. Vantress Gargoyle, of course, being able to mill as well, so we can fill our own graveyard for Pteramander. We also have a bunch of cheap spells, I guess 2 ops and a couple of bounce spells just for the first couple of turns to get things back into our opponent's hand to give us the tempo swing we need to start countering their later game stuff to pump up Prineborn Cutthroat, get cards in the graveyard for Gargoyle, and of course we got Brazen Borrower for tempo, and more beats. Winged Words is just a way to draw some cards because a lot of our creatures are flying. We have 11 flyers total in the deck, and then we have Into the Story as well. It just goes really well with the whole Vantress Gargoyle, Didn't Say Please, Thought Collapse sort of thing. Not so good against Uro decks or Kroxa decks or anything really with Escape, but it's not huge right now. I don't see people doing that a whole lot. So we're just going to hope that we can fill their graveyard up and, get through beats that way. The deck seems to perform really well, especially against, anything mid-range or later game. It even does pretty well against a lot of aggro decks. Prineborn Cutthroat gets big enough, fast enough to where it can stave off some attacks from the opponent, long enough to where we can counter an Embercleave or anything that might really push through enough damage to take it home. Of course, our flyers just go right over the top, so we don't care too much about aggro, but on a really good hand, mono red can get us pretty good. Mystic Sanctuary is a great turn 4 play to put counter spells back on top. I've even had plays where I quench turn 2, creature turn 1 or 3, and then I'll Mystic Sanctuary turn 4 and put Quench back on top, and then Winged Words and draw the Quench, so that we have Quench or Negate up and are able to bounce things or counter things that way. And then just one Castle Vantress, really easy mana base, just 23 lands, because we don't really need too many. We've got enough draw spells, and our spells are cheap enough to where we don't have to hit lands every single turn. The first 3 turns is pretty crucial. Up until about turn 5 is when we'd really like to see lands, but after that it doesn't really matter too terribly much. So let's get into it and play some games and see how the deck does. Alright, we got a game against Taiwoon Time. That's an interesting name. Alright, so I guess this is acceptable. Yeah, let's go for it. Double Pteramander, double trouble. Love seeing Pteramander in the opening hand. Getting some nice easy beats. That I definitely like to see. Alright, let's get in. Cracks the passage. Mountain. Swamp. Alright. And yeah, let's go ahead and get the Pteramander down. What do they have here? Angrath's Rampage. Well, I guess let's negate that. No, thank you. Such an evil deck. I told myself I would never play something like this because it is just so rude, but it is won me so many games, and this is what I play when I'm just feeling super frustrated, just trying to rank up. Okay. Sure. Mm. Yeah, let's not do that. And we filled their graveyard enough for End of the Story if they don't play anything. They'll probably at that point kill our Terramander in response, but... Whoa, Strider. Hmm. Do I even care about Woe Strider? I think I do. He can escape, though. Let's let that resolve. Yeah, we'll quench that. Okay, another land. He's really just trying to keep us off any creatures whatsoever. We really have to be careful about when we adapt it. Because he could just kill it in response if he has anything open. Sure, gets in. No, that's fine, I think. I still have a bunch of cards in there. Alright, well, let's into the story. Let's draw some cards. And opt. Definitely don't need more lands. Very good. That's what I like to see. Okay. Well, let's get in. And we'll adapt. And pass. So now we just have to keep Terramander alive. They really wanted that Claim the Firstborn, I bet. That would have been really good for him. Priest? Yeah, that's fine. Annex. Do we care about Annex? I mean, maybe we do? I don't think so, though. Yeah, we'll counter it just to be safe. Sure. Alright, well, before they can sack anything to Priest, we'll bounce it to their hand. Get in. Oh, he's gonna gain a bunch of life. That's not very good. Okay. Get in. And he's gonna gain, what, 2 life? Okay, that's not too bad. Because we can just flash in Borrower. Okay, no kill spell. Okay. What do you have? Erebos. Let's see here. I think that's fine. The Erebos is fine. Okay, we'll flash in Brineborn Cutthroat. Flash in Brazen Borrower. It doesn't matter, opponent. You can kill the Cutthroat. Cool. Okay. And scoops. Got him. That was a close one. We got him. Where are all the opponents today? Longest I've waited for a match in a while. Gondogma. Gondogma? Something. This... Yeah. Yeah. Looks okay. Looks good. Okay, so is this enchantments? Ooh, and we draw the Pteramander. That's good. I will play the Pteramander. I really wish this negate was a quench. Season of Growth. That would have been great to negate if we were on the play. Do we bounce it? No, it enters the battlefield, so I think we're good. Okay, yeah, let's just attack. Let them play their creature enchantment. Alseid. Yeah, now I think we Brazen Borrower. Bounce that. Don't want you getting your value. Yep, Scryland. Can't play the Season of Growth. Sentinel's Eyes, that's fine. Doesn't have reach or anything though. Okay. Alright. Well, let's go to combat. Yeah, we're not really on the positive end of the damage spectrum right now, but I think we can change that here soon. Siona. Yeah, let's not let that resolve. Can't have them going wide. Ooh, hoo, hoo. That was good. Alright. They have 4 in their graveyard. So let's... Yeah, let's play the Gargoyle and go to combat. It's a shame we don't have one more card in our hand. Yeah, that we're gonna have to negate. Alseid, sure. Another Sentinel's Eyes, sure. Alright. 5. Okay. Alright. Go swinging. They're still up at 19. But that should change here very shortly. Set us in training. Okay. Sure. Just know all the glitters would be great. Okay, that's all the cards they have. Yeah, they're gonna gain a bunch here though. Oh, well they swing with both? That's fine. Because now we can flash in Cutthroat. Flash in Borrower. And block here. Yeah, they gain some life. But now we have a bunch of attackers. Yes, and that puts 7. Okay, sweet. Ooh, unsummoned too. That's great. Oh, that's great. Well, let's go ahead and bounce that. Is this scoop time? Or are they gonna oh, they sacrifice it. Sure. Alright, and we'll go ahead and pump up Pteramander. And I don't think they have any hasters, so we'll just swing all out. Alright, opponent, what can you do? Scoops it up. Of course they do. Of course they do. Alright, got a game against Robin. Yeah, I mean, it's very heavy on the graveyard plan, but I guess since we are on the play, okay, well, let's go Gargoyle and hope it doesn't come back to bite us. Sweet. Okay, well, I guess we just pass the turn. Looks like we're gonna be playing the Counter Wars game. We'll mill. And play a Pteramander. And pass turn. Fibblethip. Yeah, I guess that's fine. Alright, mill. Ooh, Acron War. That's a good one to mill. Okay, well, first let's go to combat. It doesn't look like they have kill spell, they just have counters, it looks like. Counter another Pteramander? Sure. Yeah, you can quench that. That is absolutely fine. Puts cards in your graveyard. And pass the turn. Alright, mill. Play a land. And go to combat. Get in for 1. About the slowest kill ever here. Opponent getting tired of waiting, it looks like. Augur of Bolus. Sure. Finds a quench. Okay. Alright, well, mill. Ah, I claimed the firstborn too. And yeah, we'll go to my turn. We'll be patient. Gotta be very patient here. Actually, do we even play the Pteramander? No, I kind of want to keep up Thought Collapse and Negate. So, let's just attack with Pteramander. Pass the turn. Thassa. Yeah, let's just Thought Collapse Thassa. And yeah, let's mill. Maybe we can get one more? No. Okay. That's fine. 3. Let's We have 6. Yeah, let's get another Pteramander out there. And attack. Alright, we have Thought Collapse and Negate up. Don't know what opponent could play that could get past all that for 4 mana. Feel the scoop coming on. Yeah, we'll just Thought Collapse that one as well. And scoops. Sorry, opponent. Sorry about that. Game against Lemak. Lemak. This looks like a decent hand. Could go terribly wrong if we don't find third land, though. Yeah, yeah, let's just attack. If they want to try to waste a kill spell on Pteramander, we can just flash in Brineborn and... Ooh, Leafkin Druid. Okay, well, yeah, we will just flash in Cutthroat now then. And get in with Pteramander. Uro. Ramp spell? Do we just mess up their ramp, or do we care about Uro? Yeah, because that means I could bring it back sooner. So I guess here we just kind of bounce Leafkin Druid. Yeah, we just gotta keep up counters. It would be a good time for Winged Words here. Actually, now would be a really good time for it. Though they do have black. Which means they probably have Yarok, which means they probably have Thassa coming up, which would not be great for us. Row number 2. That's fine. Okay, well, we will flash in the borrower. Find a quench too. I don't know how useful that's going to be right now, but if they have something like Nissa, it might be very useful. Stuck on 3 lands though. That's not the best. They only have 2 cards in their graveyard. Leafkin Druid. I think that's fine. Leafkin Druid number 2. Yeah, let's just quench that. Still can't find lands. Alright, well, we gotta attack. Sure. Fae of Wishes as a blocker. I think that's fine. Oh, well, they scoop anyway. Alright, Unk. Or UNK. Yeah, this deck is just... that's broken. This deck is just so linear sometimes, but sometimes it has some interesting plays. Yeah, I think this is a keep. Put back the Winged Words, because we don't have any flyers. And pass. Alright, we'll opt. Yeah, we'll keep the land. Alright. And pass. Number of options here. Burglar Rat. Do we allow that? Yeah, we do, because I'm sure they're gonna have Kroxa and all their... Sure. And discard, I guess, Stern Dismissal. And flash in Cutthroat. And play Terramander. And pass. Burglar Rat. Number 2. Okay, well, quench that. Alright, so go to combat. Get in with both. Blocks and what? Shocks? No, just chumps. Okay, pass turn. Alright, well, Weeble didn't see. Ooh! Opponent! Opponent, opponent. My goodness. Alright, this looks okay. We're on the draw, though. That definitely makes this a bit worse. Didn't think about that. Okay, well, no speedy turn 1 play from opponent. Let's see what the planes. Okay. Island pass. See what they're doing. It's probably Birth of Melodus. Charming Prince. Okay, so they're on the the bounce deck, or the ETB deck. Alright, so we have to... I suppose we have to... play the gargoyle. And then hope that turn 3 Winged Words or Cutthroat or Stern Dismissal, any combination, get us there. Okay. Well, that's good. Maybe we wait with the Winged Words then. Okay, pass the turn. Teferi. Okay, so let's Cutthroat. And I guess Stern Dismissal the Charming Prince. Ooh, and they scoop. Oof, well we just got totally hard countered by that Teferi. Alright, we got a game against... What game is this? What game is this? What even is Magic? Well, I guess we'll see what our opponent is doing. Well, they sure scried fast for not knowing what game this is. Alright. Goose? Sure. Alright, well, we bounce the goose or the food? Pretty sure we bounce the goose. And pass the turn. Teferi, yeah, we will definitely quench the Teferi. We don't want to get totally shut off again like we did last game. Okay. Pass the turn. Do you have another Teferi? You do. Well, Thought Collapse. No Teferis for you. And Goose. That's fine. Alright, we'll play Gargoyle. They have 5. And pass the turn. Do you have third Teferi? Crack it. Yes! Uro. Yeah, we do not care about Uro. That is fine. That's just another card in their graveyard. But that is a good way for them to get cards out of their graveyard, so I can't do anything with Gargoyle. Just one of the risks of playing this deck. Sure. Yep. Makes a food. Alright, well, Brazen Borrower. Okay. Well, play the island and get in. So they have 7 cards. And pass the turn. Cavalier. Yeah, we will definitely thought collapse that. Leafkin Druid, okay. Well, let's into the story before they use all the cards in the graveyard. There we go. Okay, well, attack. And pass the turn. 11. Now, if they try to Uro from their graveyard, we can just thought collapse it. Cavalier of Thorns. Yeah, we will also thought collapse that. Oh, they can Uro from their graveyard right now. Which is totally fine, because it doesn't have reach. So they're going to go up to 10. They're only going to have... Yeah, that's fine. Yep. They still have 9 in their graveyard. We're still outpacing them pretty drastically. Well, let's opt, I guess, first. Yeah, no more lands, please. Negate. Well, play the island, play Terramander, and go to combat. Down to 2. What can they do here? Yeah, we will not accept that. And scoops. Of course they do. GG opponent. All right, so we did really well with this deck. We had a couple of games that we lost. One where we just went up against a Teferi deck, and we were on the draw, and he got his Teferi off after we played a Gargoyle, and it was a surprise plains, so I did not see the Teferi coming at all. And that was a mill deck with Teferis in it. Totally took me by surprise, but completely shut off everything because our hand was literally Vantress Gargoyle and several counters and a Brineborn Cutthroat, and that was it. So we got completely shut off by that one, and we lost a game really speedily to Fires of Invention. But other than that, we won every game we played. I think we played a total of 8 or 9 games, so pretty good win percentage with this deck. I always do good with this deck. Feels good to just sometimes get out something that's, linear, straightforward, to the point, and mean. I don't play this one all the time because I wouldn't find this particularly fun to play against, especially if I was just at an F&M. So I don't like being that guy that just takes the fun out of it for everyone, but sometimes it is really fun. But if you are a blue mage and you love to just deny everybody a good time and just keep all the laughs for yourself, you should definitely try this out. It reminds me a lot of the mono blue aggro or mono blue deck that took the meta by storm a year or two back, and just completely totally took everyone by surprise, and just became the top deck. Not saying this is tier 1 or anything, but you can definitely win quite a few games with it. I'm not sure how it does against mono red aggro. Unfortunately, we didn't have any of those matchups today, but we did have a couple of pretty aggressive matchups where we took a couple of wins. So anyway, let me know in the comments below what you think of this, if you'd change anything about it, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to drop them below. I'm always down to play whatever it is, meta decks, jank, primarily a jank lord, but You know, if you want to see me play something, just leave it in the comments, and I'll see what I can do. Anyway, ta-ta for now. See you in the next one.